What if Deku was Sasori's Reincarnation Part 5? We left off after the USJ, where Izuku tried to take out the League of Villains. 2 weeks have passed so he could create his puppets and for everyone to train. We are now going to be watching the beginning of the sports festival with Class 1A. Hey everyone, how do you think we're going to do? Kirishima asked. I think we're going to do good. I mean, I know I can do really well with my puppets, but I think everyone can do well in their own way. Speak for yourself, Deku. I'm gonna win this. Yeah, sure. Uh, so what do you guys think we're gonna be doing? I don't really know. It's always random over the years. Then they had an announcement. Well, all students come to the stadium, please. Well, that's our cue. When they got there, they heard President Mike saying, "Would you look at that? The top class of this year, Class 1A." When they got out there, all the other classes were glaring at them. Bakugo said, "Huh? What all you want, you dang extras?" Which just annoyed them even more. You really should stop that, Katsuki. Huh? What'd you say, you dang nerd? Oh, forget it. And now let's meet our instructor of this, Midnight, the 8+ hero. Many of the boys were simping. Izuku just stood there normally, not really caring. This is interesting. Okay, now let's talk to the top student in Class 1A. Bakugo is about to go up. Izuku Midoriya. Huh? Well, I didn't think I would be doing a speech, but sure. Hey everybody. Just wanted to say that even if your quirk is villainous, weak, or you don't have one, you can still be a hero. All I can do with my quirk is manipulate puppets. And yet, here I am, still doing strong in the best class in school. So I'm saying that no matter how weak your quirk is, it can always become a strong one. And at the end of the sports festival, I'll show you something really cool. Wow, what do you plan on showing us? Izuku, Midnight asked. Oh, sorry, but that's gonna be a surprise. Haha. You're a okay. Well, get ready everyone, because the first one is an obstacle race. And there's gonna be 3 different challenges along the way. You're gonna need to figure out how to get past them. Everyone get into positions. After everyone was there. Okay, ready, set, go. Everyone started running off. What Izuku used. He summoned Salamander and made it dig underground so he could get into the front of the line. Once he did, he desummoned Salamander and summoned his demonic 4 puppets. I call them demonic 4 because they kind of look like demons. And ignore the guy in the middle. I couldn't get rid of him from the picture. Izuku got on the back of the tall one and continued to manipulate it so it ran. Since it was so tall, he was able to move it quickly, getting to a far distance pretty fast. He used the smaller puppets to stop any student from attacking him. And he used the normal one as just in case they get past the 2 other puppets. When he noticed the Zeo pointers, this time it's gonna be better. The 4 puppets attacked the same spot, allowing Izuku to break right through it. Because while they are weak individually, they're called the Demonic 4 because combined they have a strength of a demon. Each one has a unique ability. The tall one can extend its limbs. The 2 small ones can fight connectedly, and if one is damaged, the other one instantly can repair it by destroying a piece of itself. The normal size one has poison-tipped claws. So, yeah. After that, it was the rope. He didn't see a need for the demonic force, so that he desummoned them and summoned his 3rd Kazekage puppet. He started running around the rope. So far, so good, he said to himself. Then he heard from behind, Deku! Figured. When Bakugo was about to blast them, he used his iron sand to create a wall. Better luck next time, Bakugo, he yelled. Anytime, while he was on the tightrope, anytime someone tried to attack him, he used the iron sand for defense. And now it was time for... Oh, look, everybody! It looks like they made it to the final obstacle. The landmines! Wait, what? Izuku stopped. I was the perfect puppet for this. One that won't disturb the ground. Well, it disturbs it. And it can make me a tunnel. He desummoned his 3rd Kazekage puppet and summoned his grave digger puppet. Everyone was looking at the puppet in shocked and scared by how it looked. Let's see how you can do, he said. He then made it start going underground. When it was completely underground, he followed it. When the other participants started getting there, Izuku was like halfway there underground. When Bakugo and Todoroki were like 75% there, his grave digger puppet showed up from the ground. After that, Izuku just ran towards the finish line. Everyone was shocked about that. His puppet was able to get him underground? He was able to get there? What else can these puppets do? Was multiple different people's thoughts? Wow. Never thought anyone would do this. Well, and he said out loud, and this is just one of the trio I made. He made a trio of puppets? This. And when they saw how he used different puppets for each scenario, they were all shocked. First, they were surprised how he used his demonic puppets to destroy a zero pointer and stop insurance from giving to him. Then was shocked. They were shocked by how he used his third Kazekage, and now this. After everyone got there, I think it's the same as canon. Yeah. Okay, everyone, and now it's time for consecutive battles. There needs to be a team of at least 2 and at most 5. 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. And in case you're wondering if you were gonna ask if you can use your puppet, Izuku, no, you cannot. Fair, he said. Then he looked around for a few. Then someone went up to him saying, "Hello, my name is Mei Hatsumi." Oh? Yeah, do you want to see my babies? She said, "Wait, what?" "Yeah, these, my babies." Then she showed her inventions. "Oh, your inventions." Sure. Let's see, who else? Oh. He then went towards Ochako. Oh, sorry. "Hey, Ochako, want to be part of my team?" Sure. Sure, Izuku. She started a little. Now let's see. Oh. Let's see, who should I pick? Oh, I have an idea, Ochako said. "Yeah, follow me." She walked off, Izuku and Mei following her. "Hey, Tokuyami." He looked at them. "You want to join our group?" "Sure." "Well, I think this is enough." She said anywhere between at least people you needed that like most like 4 people at the bottom, and I think we're good with 3. When they were about to walk off, they heard another person say, "Wait, hold up." Actually, never mind. They didn't hear anyone say anything and made that group. Okay, just for everyone to notice, since I never told you about this part, people in each area will have a certain amount of points. Each person that was able to pass had their own points. But this year, we decided to do something a bit different. Person in first place has 10,000 points. All the teams looked at Izuku's, while Izuku's team was just shocked. "What? Why didn't you tell us?" "Simple. I didn't want you to try and just get create a team out of just wanting the points, or because you didn't want to, because you were scared. So I decided to wait. Midnight responded. Great. Well, guess I'll be using a different puppet this time. Then he summoned a centipede puppet. He summoned at least 4 of them. 2, and they have explosive tags on them. He then wrapped 1 centipede puppet around everyone, not stopping their movements, but allowing them to still move pretty well. Huh? May asked, "Hey Zuko, what are these? These look incredible. What can that..." May, I understand you're excited about my puppets, but can you calm down? Oh, sorry. Everyone, begin. All teams tried to rush at them, but one of the centipedes detached from Izuku and started attacking them. Every time someone tried to hit it away, an explosion from it went off, causing quite difficulty to get through his puppets. You really think I created these puppets just for defense? Nope, they're for offense as well. He then made one charge at it, and its mandibles show, the wet part. When it did that, they can see some liquid falling off. Hopefully you just paralyzed for a while. Because this is my puppet's poison. Everyone was shocked that Izuku put poison in his puppets. When it bit down on one of the students, they were able to get it off of them. Only a few seconds later, he couldn't move. What the... Like the paralyzing part? I dim it down for the lethal doses I plan on using on certain villains. So you'll only be paralyzed for about 2 days. People were shocked. He can paralyze someone for 2 days. Whenever someone tried to get to Izuku, they stopped when the centipede puppet. But then people started to notice something. Wait, he has 4 of them! People just now realized that he had 4 centipede puppets surrounding his other teammates. Did you really think I'd leave my team defenseless? And when people did try to get past the puppet and did, Tokiyama used Dark Shadow to get through. Then they could hear explosions. Deku, you bastard! He looked back and saw Bakugo. Oh. He then detached another puppet from his team. This time it was one surrounding Tokiyami. I'm gonna put my own spin on these puppets. When the two centipede puppets went on opposite sides of each other, pieces of them came out and created a dome. His explosions did nothing, but they could hear Izuku's voice. You really think I would be stupid enough? Normally, I would overpower someone with my puppets, but this is supposed to be a strategy play, and I'm playing it safe. That go. Oh. And that's time. First place, Izuku's team. Second place, Bakugo's. Third place, Todoroki. And basically, it's the same as canon. He then desummoned his centipede puppets and just stood there. No one can outmatch my puppets, he said out loud, which annoyed several people. I haven't even used my strongest puppet yet. Oh? What's your strongest puppet? Well, I'll show you at the end with the surprise. Okay? They were all thinking, what can this powerful puppet be? And how good is he with these things? Well, we'll allow everyone to have a break and eat. On the break, Izuku sat with Ochako, Tokiyami, basically his friend group. Wow, Izubo, how did you do that? Oh, I'm just really good with my puppets. How many did you make? A couple. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you. How is one of your puppets able to manipulate wood at the USJ? He said it so just his group could hear. Oh, that was the difficult thing. You have no clue how hard it is to put a quirk factor into a puppet. And then you have no clue how to you have no clue how difficult it was for me to use that factor I put in. But over time it was easier. I started with the easiest puppet, which was the Kazekage puppet, which is the one with the iron sand. Wow. And then there was the puppet I used against Bakugo, and the one you saw at the USJ. So each puppet has their own skill. Yeah. Each puppet has their own skill, and I coated their weapons with a certain poison. Depending on the person I go against, I will either use poison that could kill, which I don't use that often, poison that paralyzes for either 2 days or a few hours, or no poison. Most of the time I don't use the poisons. That makes sense. We are trying to be heroes. Speaking of which, why do you guys want to be heroes? Oh. Izuku asked. When Ochako answered, she said, money. Huh? I need the money so I can help my family with a better life. Huh. I know it's not very yes, it is hero-like, they said. You're trying to support your parents. What about you, Kirishima? I want to be an indestructible shield that people can rely on. Huh. What about you, Izuku? I just want to help people and show that these puppets of mine are not useless. I even plan on teaching people this. Wait, you can teach people how to use your quirk? Something like that. Of course, the effect may vary from person, but yeah, I can teach people this. Wow. When they were about to head out, they saw that they saw Todoroki come up and ask to talk to Izuku. Oh, okay. What did you want to talk about? He then asked if no wait. He's gonna tell him that he's gonna beat him with only 5 with his ice crook. What? I said no, I heard you, which is why I said what? People out there are giving it their all when you're only half-assing it. Todoroki was shocked that Izuku said that. So you're just gonna let innocent people die because you couldn't get over your little family feud? Stupid. Whatever. I'm still gonna beat with only my eyes. Whatever. When it was time for the fights, it was Shinzo versus, I believe his name was, I can't remember, but it was one of the tail. The one of the tail forfeited because he couldn't remember how he got there. Same with someone else, making it so Izuku had to fight Shinzo. When Izuku came up to the stage and the fight began, Shinzo asked, it must be pretty impressive pretty happy that you can be in the top class with such an amazing quirk. Izuku then summoned his snake and bash puppet. He then made the bash puppet win towards Shinzo, and when Shinzo wanted to dodge, the snake puppet was on the other side. When Shinzo didn't have enough time, the snake wrapped around him, stopping him from moving. It looks like Shinzo is not able to continue this fight. Winner is Izuku Midoriya. He de-summoned his puppets. He walked up to Shinzo and said, "That was a pretty good fight." Whatever. You really shouldn't rely on your brainwashing clock. What? How did you? That person that forfeited told me that the last thing he remembered before he blanked out was answering one of your questions. So I guess that if someone answers, then you can control them. So I just didn't respond. But if you do want to be a better hero, then I'm just trying to get teach by Eraserhead. And try to get a voice modulator mask, so that way you can change your voice. Oh, yeah, that seems like a good idea. Next fight went as... basically all the fights went to canon. All the way up into Izuku versus Todoroki. When Izuku started to go up, he met Endeavor, which told him the exact same thing. Get Shoto to use his fire. He's not you. What? He's not you and I ain't All Might. So stop trying to use him as a dang tool. You dang brat. Oh, go blaw me a river. I'm going out there, and I'm gonna get him to use his fire. Not for you, so he can actually use it. He then walked off, leaving an angry Endeavor behind. When he got to the stage, he then summoned these 3 puppets. Everyone was shocked he summoned 3 of them, which they only recognized the one. When Todoroki tried to shoot ice at him, he released this pup. He charged this puppet, which destroyed the ice. He sent this puppet underground and used this one to stay in front of him. This puppet started to charge at Todoroki, trying to punch him, but every time Todoroki then dodged by creating ice underneath him, which then only got destroyed when the puppet punched the ground. It continued like this, and then Todoroki's hand opened when he tried to shoot an ice block at, or an ice strike, I can't tell, but it was one of those giant ice things he did at Izuku, but Izuku put this in front of him to protect himself. And while he still had control, he used this puppet to destroy the ice. What's the matter? Getting exhausted, he saw that Todoroki was starting to get frostbite. Then this puppet came out of the ground and wrapped around him. See, you should really use your fire, because it's your quirk, dumbass. Thanks. When he was about to use his fire, this part, like right here, the end of it, struck his back, stopping him from moving. Winner is Izuku. Everyone was impressed by how he was able to control 3 puppets at once. But they were wondering what this one does because it was covered in a robe. Something like that. Then he desummoned them. In the final fight, it was Izuku versus Bakugo. Ready to lose? Of course not. When I was beginning, Bakugo instantly charged with an explosion, which Izuku summoned his 3rd Katakage to create an iron wall, stopping the explosion. People were surprised that they weren't surprised that he summoned what they saw, because they saw it during the obstacle race. What they were surprised by is the fact that there were 2 other puppets that looked humanoid, closer than any other puppets. One of the puppets put its hands together and tree roots sprouted from below it. They were surprised about that. Then, the other one did different hand signs and created a water dragon out of nothing. They were more surprised at that, and so was Bakugo. What? He started trying to dodge the tree roots and the water dragon. It continued like that for a bit, and then he used his 3rd Katakage puppet to what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, join in the assault. Now it was Katsuki Bakugo versus the 3 puppets. He didn't realize it, but he was getting closer to the edge.
Then one of the puppets charged at him and punched him. It was the Hashiwama puppet. He went back a bit and the puppet stopped. Fine then, now it's time for me. Katsubako is out. What? He looked down and saw that he's outside of the arena. No! No, this is not how it's supposed to go. I'm supposed to win this. He then tried to charge at Izuku, then Midnight used her quirk to make him go to sleep. Well, Izuku, the sports festival is over. What's that surprise? He then asked for the mic, which Midnight handed. Hey, everybody. I told you that I would be showing you a surprise. Well, it's not just us, because I know some people are other watching. He's referring to the League of Villains, which some heroes knew. I also know that some people are going to be watching, so I'm going to show you all what I can really do. A big puff of smoke appeared. The first things they saw were his Hokage puppet and Kazekage puppet. Then they saw this one, where Izuku was standing. They saw it looked like this. They saw these puppets as well. They were all surprised that he... But then one voice came from this puppet. Do you like it? It said in like a rough robotic voice. I can control all these puppets at once. They were all surprised. But then the puppet's body started to move around. Simply looking around. Each one of these puppets serve as a unique thing. The Crow and Black Ant puppet can combine to create secret black technique Iron Maiden. He then deassembled the Crow puppet to show that it had needles, which then this one showed its stomach and then it crushed. Then they did its technique. There's a possibility that they survived, but I only plan on using this on certain occasions. My salamander puppet can go underground. This one is Bash and Snake. The big one is made for quick strikes, while the other one is made to capture. You already seen what this puppet and these. You always saw what these puppets can do. But there is a secret about this one. He made the big one come up. He then revealed that it had a ton of holes. This one is mainly so I can capture someone in case of how powerful they are, kill them. This one is made for quick, strong strikes. They were all surprised about what these puppets can do. And I bet you're all wondering why my voice is coming from this puppet. They looked at the one, but then they saw its back open up, revealing it was Izuku inside it. Anytime I will do hero work, I'll be using this one. Because in case someone does get past my puppets, I'll need someone to defend myself with. So I'll use this. They were all surprised about how he was able to use those puppets. Now for those three, he then pointed at the third Kazekage, second Hokage, and first Hokage puppets. Each puppet has their own unique ability. This one, he pointed at the third Kazekage, can release iron sand that's covered with a small bit of my poison. He then pointed at the Tobiwama puppet. This one can use a water clock and use it beyond anything we've seen. Well, you've seen. And finally, the Hashiwama puppet. He can control plants as well as create a giant forest if I allowed it. You can also release a type of pollen that absorbs the energy of whoever's inside of it, minus the caster. So even I have to be careful about that. They were all surprised about what they're hearing. But someone was pissed off. The League of Villains. More exactly, Shirawaki. He was annoyed that this brat, the one that stopped him, could use so much. He then desummoned all of his puppets. This is just the beginning. I'll show you what my puppets can truly do. I am the puppet hero, Sasori. Then they started chanting sasori. They were all excited to see what else he could do. And that is where I'm leaving it off. Bye, everybody. This was part 5 of What If Izuku Was the Reincarnation of Sasori? Part 5. Done. Please like and subscribe.